So today we're talking about fat loss aids, and these are like sort of supplements, things that are marketed to you that are going to sort of help you to burn more fat. And the unfortunate thing is there's not a whole lot out there that are safe and effective, right? And typically fat loss aids fall into one of four categories. There's the hunger suppressants. They reduce the amount of hunger that you feel. Thermogenics, they increase the amount of energy that you burn, so they're boosting your metabolism. There's nutrient blockers. They block you from utilizing or digesting certain nutrients. And there's fat oxidation boosters, things that help to burn a little bit more fat. And the unfortunate thing about all this, there's there are very many limitations or issues with each one of these supplements. And the first one is the control of the actual supplement. Sometimes the quality is just not there. It's not a very regulated field, and there's a lot of good reasons why we don't want to regulate supplements, but at the same time that poses a little bit of an issue where you're trying to purchase a supplement that you feel like is going to work, but maybe the package doesn't actually say what's inside the package, and what's inside the package is not written on the package itself, right? So there's issues with the control and the quality, right? Then there's this sort of transition from they did a study on this one particular ingredient, and then they are touting the benefits in the actual marketing of the supplement. But when it comes to reality, that supplement doesn't contain that actual studied ingredient, or it doesn't have it in the same amounts as it did in the study. So even if it has it in there, it can't have the same benefits because the amount that was in the study was more. So you're not getting the same benefits. Then, there's weak evidence in general, some just poorly done studies or some studies that are done by the actual manufacturers. That's not always the issue, but they tend to submit the work that sort of backs up their claims, right? Of course, one of the big ones is digestive issues. If you're having issues with the way you digest the supplements, it doesn't matter how good they are, right? There's potential in some cases to get habituated, or you need a larger and larger dose to get the same effect. So there's also the habituation issue. There's sometimes a weak effect. Maybe you're taking a supplement, but the effect is not that large. And it all comes down to money, right? So they're marketed to you to make more money. They're promoted, they're suggested for you to make themselves more money. But in the end, you're spending money and you're not really getting what you think you're getting. You're not getting in the quantities. You're not getting it in the right. The evidence is not there for the actual ingredient. And I think in most cases, you could probably get the same benefit from something that is not coming in a pill form. And maybe you could find it in an everyday item. And I'll get to that in just a moment, because I'll give you some examples. Suppressant, hunger suppressants. Most thermogenics are suppressants. Ginger is an example. 5-HTP, another example of suppressants, right? But the problem is sometimes the issues, the things that I listed really are the reasons why you might not get the effect that you're looking for. Sometimes the dose effect is not large enough, 5-HTP being an example. Thermogenics, things like caffeine, capsaicin, ephedrine, yohimbri, again, really heavily marketed, but weak evidence, habituation issues, and sometimes quality controls out there. There's the nutrient blockers, there's the fat binders, which bind the fat so you can't digest it, and the carb blockers, it blocks your body from ingesting the carbs. Again, same issues over and over again. Fat oxidation, the last group, carnitine and CLA, there's two most common examples, but the limitations, the issues still exist. And the bottom line is that you're going to be wasting money because of the reasons why these are limitations on these ingredients and these supplements. So in the end, there's so-called fat loss aids, but really they're not aiding anything except for, liberating your wallet and filling somebody else's.